music. Nice.
It's cool, right?
Well, I hear us too. Hello.
Hello, everybody. We can start in a little bit. I know Nintendo had to be on Steam Handheld. It's like, you gotta be serious. You gotta be kidding me. You can't be serious.
Amazing.
Man, it's our ninth episode. We've come so far.
Nice.
I know. More than 2 months of episodes. That's been awesome. It's on too. But it's funny, like I can't hear it, but I can see that it's in here. I see the track. Man, this tea is excellent.
Take a look at the Discord.
Oh. Hang on, I'm gonna switch the scene. No, oh, actually, because once I switch it, then my audio. Hey, can you hear me now?
Let's see.
Yeah, see if you can hear me. I can see it. I might have to bump this up.
Yes, I do hear you. Hello.
Oh, hello. Hello. How's it going?
Good. Good.
Good. How's your week been?
My week has been hectic, but it's over. It can be Friday.
Same here. I'm so happy it's Friday. This week went super fast, but it's been super crazy. And like, in my real job, I'm actually learning new things and progressing on a new job title. Well, not job titles, but new job responsibilities. So that's been fun.
Well, that's exciting.
Oh yeah, it's been something I've been wanting to do for a while. So it's good to finally get there. What have you been playing lately?
Well. I've been playing a lot of DVD. The event is ending soon, and I'm trying to get all those last minute points and items and all kinds of fun stuff before it ends. And they have a battle pass too, kind of battle pass system, and that's also ending. So I'm trying to get all those rewards.
You know what? The battle pass system is a really interesting thing because it forces you to like grind, especially like at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Because this happens to me in Call of Duty all the time. I buy the battle pass and it ends up like the last 2 days. I'm like, frantically playing, trying to get the last couple things. It's a mess. I'm actually
I
looking
get like
forward
that
to.
in Genshin too.
Yeah, oh, I can totally understand. Halo's going to do something a little bit different. They're actually going to have legacy battle passes.
Oh,
Yeah, which again, like that might defeat the purpose of the battle pass and that last minute grinding, but it actually, that's a pretty cool thing to think about.
yeah, absolutely. See, in DBD, it's purely cosmetic though, so I don't care. I love it. If I'm gonna be in the fog, I'm gonna have to look good.
I know that's right. I know that's right. Um, you know what? It, I started playing. So I just got a new iPad, so I've been checking out XCloud or Xbox Game Streaming or whatever the hell they gonna call it. I don't even think they know the name of this thing yet. Um, so I've been checking it out on my iPad. So I've been playing a lot of Monster Train, which is
Oh,
a
how's
card
that?
game. Oh my god, it's so good. It's so good. It's it's a lot like Slay the Spire. It has a really quirky storyline. You're a train of monsters in hell trying to defeat the forces of heaven.
What the?
Crazy, crazy, but it's super fun. It's easy to pick up. I picked this one up easier than I did Slay the Spire, and I
No, I
like
have that one. I have to try it.
yeah. So that Slay the Spire is awesome. This one's great too. This one's a little bit easier to pick up, but like I already finished one run. I was like, yeah, I already beat this game. Nice. And I went back and played it. And I was like, oh, it changes. I have to go through it again and beat it again. And I've been playing it the last couple of days and just getting whooped. But it's really fun. Super fun game. I highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. Um, I'm gonna get into I don't want to go heavy spoilers, but slight spoilers for Loki. How do you feel about it?
Oh, I thought it was so good.
It's
Oh,
amazing.
bravo, bravo. I gotta
Amazing.
say, loved
Amazing.
it. 10 out of 10 would recommend.
It's highly recommend. Would Loki again, as the kids say. Um,
Yeah.
man, wow, just their choice of new villain. Wow, I'm impressed. I didn't think it was gonna go that way, and just seeing it unfold, and like, oh crap, it's happening. Because when the season started out, I was like, oh, okay, that's a way to explain that. Trying to avoid the obvious spoiler, but oh, that's a good way to explain that. And now I'm like, holy crap, they just kicked the hornet's nest.
Yeah, I have to agree. Like, oh man, it's just so good. I can't believe. Uh,
Y-
can't wait for. Can't wait for a continuation.
Yeah, season two it already got greenlit. So and this is the only one of the Marvel TV shows to get a season two.
Yes, so far this is true.
Because WandaVision was just a spinoff. Falcon and Winter Soldier is going into Captain America 4. Um, and this one, which is I think this was the perfect one to go into a season two, and they can kind of continue, Loki's adventures. Um,
I enjoyed his backstory a lot, actually,
you know what?
as a person.
I really was concerned when I first picked up the TV show, because I feel like he had the perfect arc in the movies. Like seeing him go from like the villain in Avengers to like almost like a
Good guy.
martyr in Endgame in Infinity War. I'm sorry. Um, so to see like this one just kind of redo that and but make it better, like it was pretty awesome to see him grow and change in this. So I was
I agree. He's a great actor as well. So
wholeheartedly agree on that. Wholeheartedly agree on that. Um, so avoiding the spoilers. If you haven't watched Loki, just go watch it. It's a pretty it's an
It's
awesome
worth the
show.
$8 for the month if you don't have Disney
Oh
Plus
my god.
by far.
Yes. Yes. If Verizon
It's only
wasn't paying
six
for my
episodes.
if Verizon wasn't paying for my Disney Plus, I'd happily pay for it. Um yeah, it's only 6 episodes. You can get through it in a couple hours, but it's so good. So good. It is really amazing. Um
All of them have been trumping each one. I
yeah,
think.
it just gets
Just
better
gets
and
better.
better
Yeah.
every time. Every time. All right, so I think we had a good thing for question of the week. I we were talking in the Discord, and I kind of posted something that I thought was interesting. And it I don't know how you feel about it, but game difficulty,
Yes,
like
I went and looked it up when you posted that. It's quite a debate.
it really is, and
I don't know why.
I don't get it either. And I kind of feel dumb because to me, it's like, why would you play something that you absolutely hate? Like, if it's too hard, like, you know,
You shouldn't stress out.
just a video game. Play this for entertainment. Play this, to be happy and get joy. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, of course. Like, I love Dark Souls. I'm a huge fan of the series. Um, I know going into Dark Souls, it's going to be tough, right? And that's okay. But like,
It's
it,
also the kind of game you like.
exactly. Like,
Just
and it's nothing wrong with playing a game on easy. It's nothing wrong playing a game on medium difficulty. It's nothing wrong playing a game on hard. You play the game the way you want to play it and the way you enjoy it. You know what I mean? Like,
chocolate.
I think about it.
Someone,
Go ahead. Go ahead. I think you
no, I
got to
was
go.
gonna say someone even took it as being, why are you taking the accessibility away from games? If it's if there's an easier mode, more people can play it. You know,
Yeah,
don't just. It was so stupid.
it was so dumb. And but like this guy posted a really good breakdown of all the arguments against people. So long story short, this is all brought up because um Psychonauts 2 has an invincibility mode, which I think is great because I actually started playing through Psychonauts 1 again, and that game can be super tough. So
That
this is
appeals to a lot of people.
yeah. I mean, like, and then like it got really silly for a second there reading some of the replies that the guy replied, like some of the posts the guys replied it to, and some people were like, "Oh, yeah, if this gamer can do it, if this disabled gamer can do it, then any disabled gamer can do it." And I was like, "Dude, that's kind of a terrible generalization, and you should be ashamed of yourself." Um, and at the end of the day, man, like you should play what makes you happy, how it makes you happy. Like some people
Exactly.
really enjoy playing, just Warzone, or they enjoy playing just multiplayer, or they enjoy just playing campaign, or
Or
like
they just enjoy Animal Crossing
they just want
or
to build their
Tetris.
house. They just want to drop blocks. Like it is what it is. I don't think that that makes you any less of a gamer or any more of a gamer. And people are like, well, like there are people that play Candy Crush on their phone. Are they gamers? I'm like, yeah, absolutely.
And yes, they are. You know how much commitment they have towards that? It's a little crazy.
Yes, that game is hard as fuck. Like that game gets insanely hard. I have mad respect for anybody who's on the 1,000th level.
Still
1,500
playing.
still playing. Like that's awesome. It won't be me. I don't have an attention span. But anybody who
I
can
have
do
to
that.
admit, I like those type of games too, but it's just like every once in a while.
I'll be honest. Like I play Matchington Mansions. Like that game's stupid as hell, but it's fun. It's fun. And
And there's a lot of mobile games like that. I think mobile games should be easy and
they should be
go into it when you
easy
want.
and bite sized and quick. That's what they're for. Like nothing has to be. I mean, everything doesn't have to be like a long drawn out process of, oh, let me get this key to unlock this door that you got to get this. amulet for
Exactly. Not every game is a thousand hour Persona game.
exactly. Doesn't need to be. Doesn't need to be. Um, some games could be 5 hours. I actually enjoy like little 5 hour games, like I was talking about Monster Train. Like
Like a story game. Yeah, exactly.
I beat that game in one. Played through one run in about 30 to 45 minutes. But then I kept coming back to play again and
Sure.
again and again. And it's okay, man. It's like what you like. Nothing wrong with that. Nobody should beat you up over it. And if they coming for you because of what you like, they don't like what they like enough. Because if they did, they would be spending their time with that. Um,
It was, yeah, it was a thing they
yeah,
were angry at.
I just, it just like we want. If you want
Someone
something to
told me that,
grow,
I've been like, that's dumb. And
yeah,
moved on.
like you're serious. Okay, I'm good. Um, if you want the hobby to grow, you want as many people to get into it as possible. And people get into stuff that they enjoy doing, however they enjoy it. Um, and I think that kind of just is what it is. And it's just funny that people are like tying themselves in knots about it. And I'm just like, yo, like, number one, it's not all that serious, and number two, like, if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. It's not, it's not gonna hurt you that somebody playing on easy
It doesn't affect you at all.
at all, not in the slightest. But people like to get bent out of shape about stuff, and I just like, I'm not tripping. But I guess we should move on to the big news of the week, being the Steam Deck.
Yes. So awesome.
So
So
great,
awesome.
so great.
Steam said, okay, Nintendo, you don't want to do it? Not a
W-
problem.
We'll do
No
it.
problem.
We'll do it. Hang on one
I
second.
mean,
I'm still here. I'm just gonna cut my mic down. My son is like being
yeah.
super loud, and my dog is
I don't know.
drinking super loud. You can hear him.
It's it's competition for the Switch finally.
And competition only makes things better. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm.
um, things are only gonna get better with the Steam Deck being a thing. And the other thing is you can actually put like a full blown Windows on there.
Oh, it's so cool.
And then like if you have full blown Windows in there, right? Like just hear me out. I know I'm an evangelist for this, and I know like I talk about this like at least 5 times an episode. But now you can play, Game Pass games on the go, right? And don't have to use your cell phone. Like that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yes, I agree. I agree. I
Oh,
just hope the battery life doesn't suck.
that's my fear.
Just,
Like please don't suck battery life. Like that'd be cool. Like oh yeah, I have the 512 gigabyte, and I have an extra 512 memory card in it, but it only lasts 45 minutes. So that sucks. Hang on one second.
I would hope they took that into account, considering that this is primarily be a handheld.
I really hope that they actually thought of that and actually did some testing with it. Like give some like real world examples of how long it's gonna last. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to last forever. It doesn't have to be a forever battery, but like, man, at least like 3 hours. Like,
3. I was thinking like 5,
I mean,
maybe
five would
longer.
be great. Five would be great, but I can see them saying, "Hey, this battery lasts 3 hours," and that'll be okay.
It should depend on the type of game you're playing too.
Yeah, totally, totally. I can see that being a thing.
And
Um,
if you're online, if you're online at the same time, obviously
right.
battery's going dead quicker.
It's super. Like that thing was going to get drained.
Yeah, but if I'm playing Stardew,
Right.
off Wi-Fi. you know,
just just
should be a
playing
while. It should be a while.
just playing Stardew.
Mm.
Yeah. Man, I got to get back in. I really got to show my kid that game. I think she would really like it.
She would absolutely like it. I think if she likes Sims,
Yeah, she
she
loves
would
The
like
Sims.
that.
I
Yeah,
gotta start getting her to do like clips and whatever because she gives her Sims like a little background story and it's fucking hilarious. She made me
I
dying.
love that. I love
But again, like it goes back to like play games how you want to play them and like that's what makes
that.
her happy. Like and it just kills me because I just die laughing. And I think it's the best thing ever.
Building her skills, man. She's gonna be a famous writer one day. Watch.
Yeah, yeah. Oh man. She downloaded Minecraft today, so that should be
Uh
fun.
oh.
Yeah, she's played it
Uh-uh.
before. She was like, "Oh, now I can play with my friends." I was like, "Oh man, this is about to be a thing."
You know, I never got into it.
Really?
Ironically, yeah, I never got into it.
I can see that. I
It's
got
the
into
first
it.
person view. It's the first person view. I'm not gonna lie.
I can
I just
understand that.
can't. Yeah.
And honestly,
I can't.
it's a lot of freedom in that game. You know what I mean? Like
Oh yeah.
it doesn't tell you,
Yeah.
"Hey, do this to get this." You kind of got to figure that out on your own. Like, "Oh, this is how I get this. Oh, this is how I do this." Because it took me that long to figure it out. Like, "Oh, this is how I do this." Oh, okay, cool. I
And I've
mean,
seen some of the mods, and they're really creative too. I have to say,
totally.
some of the things that people put into the game.
Yeah, like I saw somebody made like a calculator in the game, like a working calculator. That's crazy. Crazy between that and Rust, like
Mm.
just the stuff people do, the stuff that people do in those games, like it's
I
pretty
was watching a
amazing.
streamer play, and his mod was playing with him in the server, and his mod put a custom mod into the game, and he didn't know it. And when he opened up one of his chests, his emotes were underneath the lid, and he
Oh,
was like, "What the hell is this?" It was awesome. It was
wow,
awesome.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Shit,
yeah.
man.
And he made all the sheep say "dick" every time I walk by him,
Yeah.
which is hilarious.
No, the first time he's just like, "Yo, did that sheep really just say that?" That's you just got to walk by him again. Oh yeah,
Hmm.
you set that up. All right, bravo. Shoot, no, but I'm really looking forward to the Steam Deck. The thing is, I don't even know
I
when
am
it
too.
comes out. Like they opened up pre-orders today.
They did, which I have snagged one.
Oh, you did. So, I
I
should have got
did.
one. I should have.
I did. It's I was able to do it. I think it's only open to people who had Steam accounts for so long.
Yeah, and
For right now,
my Steam account has like been. It's got to be 10 years old by this point. Maybe older. Maybe 15 years old. And I should have just
yeah.
took advantage. But I thought about it. I was like, man, am I? I don't know.
Well, they'll give you the $5 back if you don't decide to get it.
That's true.
So that's something that you know, which I think is kind of neat.
I think that's kind of cool too. But Steam has been pretty like, for the most part, kind of like on the forefront of like being customer friendly. In the most part, for the most
I
part.
agree. I agree.
But speaking of that, I got like one quick thing that I
Mm-hmm.
wanted to talk to you about. And kind of bring it up out there because I saw it and I was like, man, that's shitty. But from the company that did it, I was like, you know what? I'm not surprised. Um, so last year was pretty cool because if you bought FIFA or if you bought Madden, you bought the last gen version, you get the next gen version for free. And now they're changing
Okay.
that to just the special edition, so you have to buy the higher price ones to get both editions. And I'm
Oh
like,
no.
man, come on, EA, god damn it! Like, you got all this goodwill for doing that, and then you're just like, the next year you're like, screw you guys, I'm out. That sucks.
It's just I can't even. This is the reason why I haven't bought a Madden game in a really long time. Because I used to get them every year.
Really, I suck at
But
Madden. I can't play it.
then I think it's fun. I don't know. I love it. But then they're all the same.
They're
They're all the
basically a
same.
roster update. You're right.
And it's like, why not just make a DLC, dude?
Because they're like, hey, we're charging 60
Yeah.
now $70 a year.
No, so no, I stopped it. It's been a long time too. I was, yeah, no, not doing it. Sorry, Madden, not sorry.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. I don't play it. I suck at Madden, so I play FIFA though. But yeah, Madden I can't do. It's kind of embarrassing, and yeah, I just don't. Like, yeah, I'm terrible. I just admit it. I'm not good, and I don't buy the game. So my brother buys it every year. I just don't. Like, my son is like, oh yeah, we're gonna get the new Madden. I was like, yeah, you talk to your uncle. I'm not buying that. Um, so they did that. They did that, which is I was just like, damn, come on, y'all. And then they
Yeah, no,
announced
that's
that Battlefield 2042 is gonna have crossplay.
oh,
It's
well,
really
that's
interesting
fun.
though. There's a slight caveat.
Uh,
It, it it makes sense from what they're saying because the last generation, the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox version are gonna be limited to 64 players, and the next gen and the PC version are gonna be 128 players. So PS5, the Xbox Series, and PC will be able to play together. And then PlayStation 4 and Xbox One will be able to play together, which I think is
I
pretty cool.
mean, that is really neat.
Yeah.
I'm glad that more companies are embracing it.
You know, I feel like crossplay is number one the way to go, and it's the right thing to do because like if you're a parent, like it would suck to have okay, I'm gonna buy you this game for your system, and you can't play with your friends. That kind of sucks because they have another system.
Exactly.
Or oh, I have an Xbox and a PlayStation. I gotta buy. I gotta find out which one my friends are gonna play on so I can buy that same copy. And now you don't have to worry about that. Like I play Call of Duty with a group of my friends almost weekly, and all of them are in different things. Like well, we're split into two groups: the Xbox group and the PlayStation group. And but but
As
with
it
the,
usually is.
yeah, it's funny. So we all just kind of play together. So and that's pretty cool. I'm hoping that Madden will do the same thing because that'd be awesome. And same for 2K, but I'm not sure on that. We'll see. The running joke in my house is, 2K is always like, "Hey, can we charge VC for that?" No, we ain't fucking doing it. Like, can we charge VC for that? Nah. Okay, it's not gonna happen. But we'll see, man. It should be. This is the new thing. Crossplay should be the new norm,
I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
and it should just be a thing always. I think, especially for any multiplayer game, even like smaller games, I think it's more important for. Like,
I
this is
mean, Dead by Daylight just recently did it, and it opened up a huge player base.
exactly PUBG did it. Made things better. This is not a small game, but I think it was the best thing that Rocket League did for Rocket League was to make it crossplay. Let me double check that. I swear they did though, because I could just be talking all out of my ass, and that would be fun. We have to rename the podcast. Jonathan talking out his ass. Um,
No, no,
yeah, yeah.
no.
That doesn't work well, and I can't get my kid to design a logo for that. Yeah, yeah. It's cross. It's crossplay. It's definitely
Okay, good.
crossplay. Yeah, it's been in since 2019, so that's good. That's good. Let me think. I'm gonna look it up real fast. 'Cause I'm just interested. Um, if there are any other games that are crossplay that I'm just like totally overlooking. I know Call of Duty is a huge one. Okay. Oh, they got somebody set up a site. They were very smart.
Oh,
So it's a.
I love people who take the initiative to do stuff like that.
I think it's amazing. Overwatch. I totally forgot about that. That's a good one. Rust. I knew was crossplay. Um, Chivalry 2 is crossplay, which I can't wait to buy. I just need to go ahead and do that.
14's kind of crossplay. We play the computer servers play with PlayStation.
PlayStation. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Overcooked is crossplay, so you can hate your friends across all consoles. Have you ever played Overcooked?
Absolutely, I love those games. Funny enough that you say that. If you have console, you cannot play with PC.
Yeah,
It's only console that can play with console.
yeah. I need to play with that. I've tried that with my daughter one time, and
It's very fun.
yeah, but you really got to connect with somebody
Yes.
because if you don't, it could get it could. It's worse
I'm
than
usually the
Monopoly.
one yelling.
Yeah, like what are you doing? Kitchen's on fire. Oh my god,
Mm.
horrible. Knockout Cities crossplay, Warzone, Dirt 5. Borderlands 3 is kind of weird because it's PS4 and PS5 can play together, but then Windows and Xbox One and the Series consoles can play together. And uh, MLB The Show. I'm just like reading some of these. Outriders. That's cool. My brother got this game called Space Engineers. I need to check it out. Um, yeah, no, it's oh, of course, Genshin, Rogue Company. I was just curious. There are a lot, and that's good. That's good to see. World War Z. That's good.
Yeah, Mahoya needs to take a look at their multiplayer servers. Oof. They're so poo poo sometimes.
Oh my god.
Going into someone else's world is so glitchy sometimes. It's really like I wish they would do something about it.
I don't know. I I was messing around the other day. I saw something on the Epic store that was free that I was really interested in. Shit, I can't remember the name of the game. But then I saw that Genshin was on the Epic store and I almost clicked it. I was like, I should try this out. I really should try this out because
Do it. It's fun. It's free.
that's what I heard. That's what I heard.
I mean, I have to say, as a free player going into it, you can at the beginning of the game, it's really easy to collect gems and you can roll for characters when you collected quite a bit. You know, I have to say, for a free game, it's one of the best I have ever played in terms of music and story.
Oh, that's
So
awesome.
I'll give Mahoyo that the music and just yeah, it's really good. They did a good job.
That's
I would
awesome.
have paid. Yeah, I would have paid for the game easy, knowing what it looked like, sounded like. Don't get me wrong, I have paid in other ways.
Yeah, but that's I don't see
Damn them.
anything wrong with that. Honestly, like if that
Oh,
game
I know.
gives you joy and it's bring a smile to your face, then nothing wrong with like spending
Shit.
like $5, $10
Oh, see, that's
or
the problem
more.
with Genshin. A lot of people are they're in way high. I'm
Oh
not there yet, but I'm like,
yeah, yeah.
I think I'm good.
I set the bar. It's like $5, $10. All right, cool. $20. I don't know.
To tell you the truth, $5. If you put in $5, you get a 30-day login bonus
Oh
of
shoot.
gems to roll on. Yeah, you can get like 2 10 pulls with it, which is a lot. I have to say the 30-day deal is by far the best thing to put money into for Genshin. It's only $5.
Oh, I'll definitely have to check it out.
Mm.
I had to go back to that site. I'm gonna throw that site into the chat. That's a really good site. I had to go back because I wanted to look at and see what they said about Minecraft.
Mm,
that's an interesting one. Um, my computer was trying to start Twitch. I'm like, yo, I'm streaming on Twitch. What are you doing? What are you doing? Um, so
I,
it's this game I want to check out. I don't know a lot about it. Um, but it's something that you have to play with other people. Um, it's called a stylized espionage themed game. It's called Operation Tango, and it's on
okay.
Steam. It's on PlayStation 4 and 5, and it's on Xbox. And I don't think it's that all that expensive. I think it's like, oh, this is it's $20. Oh shit, I thought it was a little bit cheaper than that, but that's all right. But it seemed pretty cool. Because you go through and do hacking type of stuff. And you actually like play with another person. Like,
Well, that's kind of neat. It's like a, put your head together kind of thing.
yeah.
Okay.
So that seems pretty cool. I'll have to check that out. Um, but yeah, I was just looking at that. I was like, oh, that's cool. Oh, wanted to, plug that for a little bit. Um, I'm trying to think what else happened this week. I just feel like it's crazy. We went from E3 and now we're kind of in this like not a lull.
Yeah, until the end of the summer when there's a
Yeah,
lot of releases.
yeah. I mean, this is the second time I'm gonna mention Game Pass is about to go stupid this like next week. The Ascent comes out and I really can't wait to play that. I think that's at the end of the week. And the no, I think that's in 2 weeks. So I'm really looking forward to that game. And then of course Flight Sim comes out. Um, that's gonna be awesome. And what's the name came out today, right? Uh, Legend of Zelda:
Hmm.
Skyward Sword.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, that came out today.
Sounds sounds fun for a lot of Zelda fans.
I am. I'm. What can I say? Nintendo knows they're just like, hey, you gonna buy this game, and I'm just like, you're right. I'm gonna buy this game. I'm gonna hate you and I'm gonna hate myself, but I'm gonna buy this game. Um, charging $60 for a upgrade, but it's all good. It's all right. I'm gonna play this game and be angry for 5 minutes and then be happy that I'm playing it. Um,
Mm.
Nintendo. We should do a segment called "Oh Nintendo."
Oh, the Plague's Tale came out to July the 6th.
Yes, I highly recommend Plague Tale. Highly, I, I can't recommend it highly enough. It's so good. That story is pretty amazing. If you're like me and you're not the biggest fan of rats, it gets a little rough. Um, but you can get through it. You can power through like I did. There's a couple parts I was like, ooh. Ooh. Or even they showed I saw the trailer for the sequel to Plague Tale, and it was one scene I was like, that is so gross, and I don't want to think about that ever again. It was cool visual, just not for me, because
Just gives you the heebie-jeebies.
ooh, ooh, had like a ooh, had a wave of rats. I can't. Ooh, ooh, that's gross. That's gross. Because when I saw it happening, I was like, oh, that's not water. Damn. Yeah. Play. They had a. Try to see what else came out this week.
Next week is that Sims expansion, which I will be cracking out on next Thursday. Next Thursday.
Is that the one you were talking about last week?
Yes, the country life, the farming one.
Oh, that's gonna be dope.
Yeah,
Um,
can we?
that's gonna be dope. Let's see,
I
July.
usually don't get them right away, but I will for this one.
Yeah, I think I really am. I think I really am gonna get that for my daughter. I think she would really like that. I think she would really like that. Um, Chris Tales comes out next week too. Let's check that out. Um, Orcs Must Die 3 is next week. I really enjoyed that first one. I didn't play the second one, but I did play the first one. And The World Ends With You on the
Mhm.
27th. That should be pretty good. And then like I said, like they sent is I'm totally in for that. Microsoft Flight Simulator. Um, it's
The
another
first one was good.
game. The what are you talking about?
The flight sim,
Yes,
super good.
you can you can go as deep as you want into that game, or as like you can stay as like arcade, or you can go full sim. I do not see it up here, but I know it's coming out this month. It's a game called Death's Door, and you play as a crow.
A crow, like caw.
Yeah, yes. Play as a crow with a sword. I am into this, and it's yeah, it comes out the 20th. All right, yeah, definitely gonna pick that up. Um, and it kind of it's an RPG. Oh yeah, and it has a it's gonna be $20, but it has a pre-order discount, so I'm definitely gonna do that. It's from Devolver, who are slowly becoming my favorite publisher. They publish so much
Okay.
crazy shit. Like they published Hotline Miami. That's awesome. Um, what else did they do? Oh, My Friend Pedro. That game's awesome.
Oh,
Hold on.
Pedro.
Yes, if you haven't played that, that game's
I
awesome
haven't.
too. Oh my god, it's so cool. If you remember like Max Payne, it's like
Yes, great one. Great one.
so it's like uh you know it's like a side-scrolling Max Payne game
Mm-hmm.
with like with like crazy physics. It's pretty freaking awesome. I really like it.
I like side scrolling. I dig that type of gameplay.
Yeah, they've published Serious Sam too, so
Mm.
I'm a huge fan of that. But yeah, Death's Door. That game is gonna be awesome. Looks really good. Looks really good, and I can't wait to play that. I've seen it a couple times, and every time I've seen it, I'm like, yeah, this game looks awesome. And who doesn't want to play as a crow with a sword? That should be pretty good.
Thanks. Who wouldn't?
Who wouldn't want to do that? That is awesome. Absolutely great. Um, well, we're at about the 45-minute mark, 43-minute mark actually. It doesn't feel like long. It feels like we've been just here a couple minutes. It's been
All
awesome.
right.
Um, anything else you're looking forward to for the next week or so?
No, it's been a while since I've been this excited about one of the expansions, so that's gonna be fun.
I need to. You know what?
Looking forward to it.
I need to look that up right now.
Yeah.
Um,
I do love me a good farming game.
yeah, country living. Hold on, that's my one of my loud children. Um,
I
they
love
they
children.
they can't help it. they can't help it. Every time I think about it, I'm like, yeah, y'all can't help it. Yeah, just my kids they can't control it. It's genetic. Um, yeah, no, we're definitely gonna have to get it. Definitely gonna
Yeah, I
have to
think
do
she's gonna
that.
enjoy it.
I think she is too. Um, yeah. Speaking of stuff I'm excited about, obviously, like it's Death's Door. Um, but it's so much coming up in the next couple weeks, months, stuff like that. Oh, you know what? The one thing that I did want to mention is two games got pushed out of September. I think they released the news
Oh,
today. Um, so Riders Republic got pushed out of September and into October. It's a good and a bad thing. Um, if I remember, I gotta see. I think it ends up it going into the week right before Forza, which
oh,
that's
it's supposed
rough.
to be. Yeah, it's a lot. I know a lot of people are looking forward to that.
Oh, I am totally looking forward to Forza, but I
Hmm.
wanted to play Riders Republic too, and I was gonna pick it up. And it was supposed to be on the 2nd of September, which is probably a good time for it. But they said they just needed more time to work on the game. Totally understand. That's perfectly fine. Because I still want to check it out. I still think it's going to be pretty cool. But I was like, wow, that's it's probably going to get a week of my time, and then I'm jumping right into Forza. And then Rainbow Siege. What are they calling this? Extraction. I know at one point it was named Quarantine, and they changed the name of it.
Oh, I don't know. They pushed that one too.
Yep, they got pushed all the way back to next year.
Oof.
Yeah, woof is right. Woof.
That's quite a. That's quite a jump, actually. Like usually it's just a few months.
Yeah,
You know, that's quite a. Yeah.
yeah,
Good luck to them. Good luck to that studio.
yeah. That's got to be painful. And then I thought about it. I was like, man, yeah, they're saying it doesn't have a set release date, but will launch in January 2022. January 2022 is crowded as fuck right now because now that you have Rainbow Six Extraction, um, I have to choose what I'm gonna ask for my birthday, and it's either gonna be King of Fighters, 15 I think it is now. I'm not sure, but it's either gonna be
Oh, I don't
that
know.
or it's gonna be Elden Ring. I'm not sure,
Mm.
but I I have to play. I love King of Fighters. King of Fighters is pretty cool. But I am a Soulsborne fan, so I got to pick up Elden Ring. um, only like game like that I don't have is Demon Souls. Um, but like I have I bought Dark Souls twice, once on the Xbox and then again on the Xbox One. I have Dark Souls 2, I have Dark Souls 3, I have Bloodborne PS4, and I have Sekiro. So I enjoy playing those games. I'm
How's
definitely gonna
that
pick it
one?
up. That one's really cool. It's a little bit different, but still as tough. Still just as tough.
Mm,
A little
okay.
bit different. The mechanics are different, and it's a different. You have to have a different mindset going into that game, but just as tough, just as tough. But I enjoy it. It's fun to me. Um, yeah, we're almost at the 50-minute mark. Anything else that you would like to talk about? And it's almost 11:30, so it's like super, not really late. But I'm like,
No,
dang.
yeah.
Um,
No, I'm good. Might check out Space Jam this weekend.
yeah, yeah, I'm gonna watch that this weekend too. I heard it was good. It just isn't as good as the first one. But then I really thought about
Mm-hmm.
it. The first one was just okay too. Like it wasn't like like yay, awesome. I gotta watch that like 50 million times. It's not that. It's good. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just
Yeah.
it just is what it is. Speaking of
It's
good,
Space Jam for today.
it it is what it is. It's just something for you to watch and have fun. That's all it's about. Me and my daughter were talking about it. I don't know. My son has any any desire to watch that movie, but we'll see. I'll ask him. I watched it was on TV. It was on cable, and I ended up watching the end Ready Player One.
Oh, yes.
It's
Fantastic.
I really enjoy that movie. I know it isn't
It was
great.
a fantastic book.
Great book. I'm actually reading through it again.
Yes,
I've read that book at least 10 times, and
yes, it's wonderful.
it's so good. I was thinking it's a little bit too old for my daughter, but I know she would really like it
I
because
think
it.
that there's certain things that they would still pick up on.
Yeah, like pop culture references. Some of them would fly totally over her head, like she has no idea
Yeah,
what war games is, or
or Joust.
or Monty Python. Don't shame me as a parent. Um,
It's okay. It's
we need to
okay.
watch that together, so she'd really get those parts. Um, we played Joust before, and she just kind of was like, "Yo, is this birds?" I'm like, "Yeah." It just got to try to like ram into the other bird, and not have them ram into you. So yeah, we really like that.
Getting a perfect game of Pac-Man. Significance of that is like unbelievable.
Unbelievable. That is something
When
I'm
when I
still
read
chasing.
when I read that, I was like, no way. No wonder the reward was so good. I'm not gonna give it away. It's actually not in the movie,
It's not.
but it's so good. It's so good.
Yeah,
The perfect Pac-Man game. I was like, what? No way.
yeah.
Because like that's the thing that I grew up on. That was one of the first games I ever played.
Pac Man.
It was Pac-Man. Yes, on my cousin's Atari.
I
That was my
gotta.
first game.
What was the first game I ever played?
I loved it. That and Galaga. He had those too. Oh my
Oh my God, Gallagher.
god. I love it.
Yeah, I can play that to the. I can play that to this day.
I love it to this day. Yes.
It's so good. The first game I remember playing is shit. It's got to be Pac Man, but for some reason I want to say like the first game I vividly remember playing is Pole Position 2 on my Atari 7800. And it's probably like people that
Day.
are listening to this was what the hell is that? But um it, man, it's nothing like that first video game that you remember playing, remember falling in love with. Like it's just something about it. It's just you'll always remember it. Like, wow, that was the first game I ever played. It's just
Mm.
like, wow.
But it was a great. It was the interpretation, the movie that came from that book was great. I thought.
They did a really good job of, and this happens a lot in books to movies. Like you just can't have everything that's in the movie. I mean, it's in the book in the movie. Um,
Yeah, it's true. Although there's a lot of scenes in the movie where I have to stop it, and I'm like, yeah, that's a Ninja Turtle I just saw.
yeah, right.
Or like, is that a
That's very
gremlin I saw walk by?
right. Oh no, my favorite part was the Iron Giant, and then
Oh yeah,
oh my god,
that workshop when they go into her workshop.
yeah,
There's so much cool stuff in there.
so much going on. It was awesome, awesome. Um, they did a really good job in that movie of like portraying who he was as a person. Mora was as a
In the time
person.
that he lived in.
Yeah, yeah, like that end scene where he's like in his bedroom. I'm like, yo, that's super cool because I remember like sitting on the floor playing Atari. He got like Atari games all over the place. I'm like, man, um, just brings me back to a time. Like it's pretty cool. And I guess because I grew up in the '80s, and a lot of the
Me too.
nostalgia from the book and the movie is from that time period. Like the DeLorean and like stuff like that. It's just like, man, it just really, brings me a lot of nostalgia, and it just brings me back to a time like where you didn't have to worry about bills. You just you're a kid, play games, go outside.
Yeah, but it also satisfied my love for like technology and like
Exactly.
futuristic type things. I love it. I loved
It's so great,
it. It
so
is.
great. Like I'm a huge Tron fan,
Yeah.
and just like, oh man, I remember watching that movie for the first time and just like really like I think that was the first time I may have geeked out. It was like, oh, this is so cool. It's just so wow. Between
Mm,
that and Star Wars, like going back and
I'm
watching those.
starting. Yeah, I'm a big Trekkie too. Like I love Star Trek. I love it.
It's you're gonna laugh at me. Like when I think of Star Trek, I always think of Wrath of Khan. He's like Khan,
Oh, hell yeah, that's a great scene, dude. What are you talking about?
dude.
It's
That
okay.
was awesome, awesome scene.
If that's all you know about the universe, that's a good start.
No, 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 no. I know a little bit about it, a little bit.
Yeah.
Um, I'm not the biggest. I'm not a Trekkie. I've watched,
Yeah, I love it.
New Generation. I've watched a little bit of Deep Space Nine. And I've
Hmm.
seen the movie, so I know a little bit of
The
a little bit of them.
actually, the new Star Trek movies, the ones that were, within the past, like, what, 5, 6 years, they're really excellent if you haven't seen them.
Yeah, I actually
They're
really
really
liked
good.
it. Yeah, no, I actually really enjoyed it.
And the people who they got to play those characters is like a Trickie's fan, a Trickie's best friend, because they were spot on. Every single character was spot on. And it was just so nice to see.
Yeah, it was pretty great actually. Like I really enjoyed watching it. And I think they took a good, especially like the first one where they
Hmm.
kind of introduced Captain Kirk. That was really like awesome, and
Yeah, it
it
was.
really just like stuck to everything that I thought that he would be.
His prequel was great.
So good.
They never mention it in the show either.
Yeah.
So I think they did a really good job with it. They took the universe and they reset it.
Oh, totally, totally. It was so good, so good. Oh my god. But all right, y'all, we're gonna get out of here. We didn't even do an intro today. Wow, we just kind of just like bam was into
But
it.
it's okay.
It's all good.
It's
It's
okay.
all good.
Yeah,
We'll
it was
catch.
fun. Thank you.
Nah, thank you. Um, we'll catch y'all again next week. We'll talk some more. Hopefully, next week will be more interesting than this week. But this week was pretty cool. It was pretty interesting. So we'll see what happens.
Exactly.
All right,
Later.
later.